I can be someone. I can do anything if I believe. Help me out, class. Yes, I can. I can be someone. I can do anything. Yes, I can. I can be someone. I can do anything if I believe. Okay.
Since 2000, I've probably been in over 60 schools, and I've trained over 20,000 kids. And I just take a chessboard, but children learn by doing. And so as long as I can get them involved, engaged, and make learning fun, then they're more inclined to learn. We play music, I rap, I dance. And I share with them that what I can do, they can do. That no one's better than you, and that if you make the right moves, you can get the right results. When I first started high school, which was Hayes High School, I met a white teacher by the name of James Edge. Now, James Edge was not my teacher. He was just an English teacher. Once I joined the chess club, I would make extra time to play with Mr. Edge, and sometimes it may be on his lunch break and my lunch break. When I would go to his room, we would play. And, you know, it was very informative, very exciting. He would stop grading his papers, and we would play, and he'd never say no. So just hanging out with Mr. Edge and him inviting me out to school and playing him and then losing. You get a sense of, okay, eventually I'm going to get a game, and eventually I'm going to win because I'm learning from every decision that I make. It's a great feeling knowing that you had someone that you could go to school and you could make learning fun and you learning chess. I knew how the pieces moved from my brother Eric, but Mr. Edge kind of showed me strategy, how to win, how to lose with dignity, how to not to be mad when you lose and upset like that. So he taught me some of the life lessons about chess and how to make every move count. And after losing to him on numerous cases, I kind of started learning the game, started learning what not to do. And he said that when you lose, you make sure you learn. No such thing as losing as long as you learn something from it. And so learn from every decision that you make and don't make the same mistake twice. Once I started playing chess, my grades started going up because I guess I started believing in myself a little bit more. And I go, hey, if you can play that game, no one can call you stupid. And so you started really doing better in other areas. So I think it started rubbing off in other areas. Next thing you know, I'm voted most likely to succeed. And so I just think it opened up a lot of doors for me just by learning to think before you move, and every move you make has consequences.
He was a bright, upcoming student. Played chess, worked with him on chess. It was good. Used to let him take moves back. You see what the result of that is. I shouldn't have ever done that. By the senior year, I didn't let him take moves back either.
He took time out and took me to different places, took me to UAB, took me to play the state champion. And so just meeting someone that really cared and reaching down, lifting someone up was really the turning point in my life. We would have fun, and I thought that was a great part of school, and that's probably why I didn't drop out like all my other brothers did. I just thank God for Mr. Edge because I look back at my life and I say to myself, I owe my life to a teacher. He bought me this thick chess book for graduation. And I don't think he know that, but that was really very powerful because I went through the book, and I never went through a book like that. And so he said, Orrin, here's your graduation present. Here's a thick book. Enjoy, I love you, and go out and be someone. But chess changed my life because I learned that every move you make has consequences and that I was responsible for my own success. That it was not the government, it was not my sisters, it was not my mom, it was me that needed to work on myself. And I discovered that if I work on myself and I prepare, then I can change my own world. May 24th, 2000, I saw a very bad tragedy that was on the news where 7 people were shot execution style in the head in a robbery for $2,000. And I said to myself, our young people are going after the wrong cash. In the game of chess, the king is the thing. And so in the game of life, cash is king. K for knowledge, A for attitude, S for skills, H for habit. So I said to myself, the new currency on the planet is cash with a K. And I said, we got to educate our people because I came to the conclusion that our biggest enemy is ignorance. And so I decided that there's a bigger game to play. And the bigger game to play is helping our young people make better choices and better decisions. And I said to myself, this is a game worth playing. And so I learned from Martin Luther King that evil prevails when good people do nothing. And so I started a program called Be Someone, where I volunteer my service in several schools, just giving back, sharing some things with the kids, tell them how I made money. And my message to young people is that if I can do it, you can do it. And so what I mean by CASH is K for knowledge. Knowledge is information. And what I share with people all the time is that sometimes the information that you need to get is, the only way you can get it is by failing. And so it's no such thing as failure, it's only information. And so you learn from every decision that you make. That's one way of getting knowledge. Everyone you meet is your teacher, because everyone you meet knows something you don't know. So you can get knowledge that way. You get knowledge from books, you get knowledge from experience, and you can also get knowledge from other people's mistakes. If you see someone else do something wrong, you learn what not to do. So that's knowledge. A for attitude. I teach people attitude is everything. And make sure you maintain a positive mental attitude, because nothing is bad, only thinking make it so. And so you got to realize that if I keep the right attitude, I can get the right results. You got to say, okay, if this happened, what can I do about it? If you lose your queen in a game of chess, you still got to maintain a positive attitude, because you still can win the game. And so don't focus on what you lost, focus on what you have left. So attitude is about looking at the bright side, focus on what has changed, how can I use this to my advantage. So attitude is everything, it's very powerful. Attitude is about, is a scale in which you weight everything. And so make sure the scale that you weight everything is on the bright side, because focus determines direction. And if you focus on the negative, you're going to move that way. So always stay positive, focus on the positive, find out what's good about it, and figure out a way to make it work. That's for skills. Skills is your ability to add value to other people. You got to have multiple skills. And the reason you want to have multiple skills is because if you're the best typewriter repairer in the world and they no longer have typewriters, you're in trouble. So the key concept is to always give more than you take. And the only way you can do that is by having a skill where you can over-deliver, you can go beyond, and you can add value to the people that you're helping. H for habits. And we tell people that habits, once you develop habits, they will take you wherever you need to go. And so make sure the habits that you have serve you. You may want to have a habit of treating everyone you meet like they're the most important person in the world. You may want a habit of making sure everything out of your mouth is positive. You may want to have a habit of focusing on the positive no matter what happens. One of my habits is I try to uplift and inspire everyone I meet, everywhere I go. When people come to me for help, I always help them. I always do something. I may not give them exactly what they want, but I always give them some type of value, because the good you do comes back to you. Well, some of the life lessons about chess is that using what you have where you are. A lot of people have the resources, but they're not using them. And so chess and life is about using what you have where you are, and development. See, everyone has talents. And so the purpose of your life is to develop those talents. Oftentimes I come up to my student and I go, why are your pieces still on the back row? You're using one piece the whole game. You got to use all your pieces. And you got to develop those pieces. Don't just have them on the back row. So in life and in chess, you got to develop. Another lesson about chess is that you have to think before you move, because you can make one move in life and never recover. So you want to think before you move and say to yourself, is this true? Is this honest? Is this the best move I can make? And then another lesson is teamwork. Team stands for together, everyone achieves miracles. And so you got to invite everyone to the party, and you got to get around people who can make moves you cannot. And so teamwork is very important. Use your team, develop a team, and develop a dream team. In chess and life, you got to play by the rules. And if you get outside the rules, you're out of the game. And so we teach, get in the game, stay in the game, get your head in the game, and get on top of your game. And so in order to stay in the game, you have to play by the rules. Chess is about using what you have, and it's the allocation and movement of your resources that will determine your destiny in life and in chess. I'm giving them tools. And once you give children tools, no matter what the world throw at you, you can solve the problems. And so I'm teaching them how to think, act, and compute, and to solve problems. You got to learn how to solve problems. We get paid for solving problems. And so I'm teaching them how to handle challenges. And I share with him, okay, I got this challenge. Watch how I sidestep this challenge. Because every wall is a door. And so you have to be able to stay positive and learn how to think your way through. Think your way through. You can do it here, and you can do it now. I found out about a guy named Orrin Porter, and I found out he almost went to jail for attempted murder. I taught him chess and showed him things, but more importantly, put him in a couple classes, showed him, sharing with him the best of what I've learned. But I took Orrin Porter and Xavier to compete in a statewide chess competition in Augusta, Georgia. And we get down there and they panic. They said, "Coach, we can't win." I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, the school that we got to play, their school logo is a chess piece. We've been ambushed." And I said, "Not so fast." I said, "Success in chess and success in life favors the prepared mind. You have everything you need to win. So when you play in your opponents, don't focus on them. Play the board. The board is neutral. The board doesn't care. Your mind makes this game a level playing field." And so we get down there, and it gets down to the final match. My guy, Orrin Porter, against their top guy. Final match to see who wins the trophy. And the guy walks up to Orrin Porter. He said, "I'm going to take all your pieces like I did Xavier, your classmate." And Orrin said when he was playing, it was almost like deja vu because the guy takes Orrin queen. But Orrin Porter, remember what we learned in class. Don't focus on what you lost. Focus on what you have left. And even though he was a queen down, he stayed in the game, kept battling, and we ended up winning. And so we won first place in statewide competition, and that was really amazing to me. The best day of my life is when I see young people think for themselves and make the right moves.
Orrin kept telling me I could be somebody. I finally believed him. Orrin has had a big impact on my life. He has showed that everybody can be someone even after making some of the wrong moves throughout life.
Excellence is not enough. You have to be amazing. But you got to be amazing so that you can eliminate the competition. When you look into the children's eyes and you see what we're trying to share with them, I think they get it.